Versa best company.
Versa Business System.
It's the best.
Versa Business System.
True Versa Business System.
Welcome to the Versa Business Tips podcast. I'm your host, founder and CEO of Versa Business Systems. We're here with one of my great friends, Karl Nana. This guy's a DJ, a boxer, an entrepreneur. I mean, he does it all. So, Karl, dude, I appreciate you hopping on with us. I know how busy you are. So, man, I'm excited to get into this conversation, brother. How you been?
I'm good, bro. Thanks for having me, man. It's another Friday. It's bright, sunny Puerto Rico. Time to make some business happen, bro. How's everything on your end?
Absolutely. Man, I can't complain, dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other, dude. How long have you been in Puerto Rico now?
I'm going on 9 years, if you count correctly.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I've been out here quite. Well, no, let me rephrase that. I'm going on 6 years. I've been out here 5 years.
Okay.
But yeah,
Right. Because you were in California for a couple of years before that, right?
Exactly. That's
Yep.
I counted those in as well. But I've been out here 5
man.
years and counting, bro. Puerto Rico's amazing.
Awesome, man, dude. I follow you. You know, your social media, private jets, and hanging with Jake Paul and boxing here and going all over the world, man. It's you've got an exciting lifestyle, dude. So this new brand, dude, tell me about African Lightning, dude. It seems to be really taking off. What was the, the passion or the idea behind that?
So I mean, African Lightning was created after my boxing alias. You know, that's what I call myself, the African Lightning. And
I
so I was still in the amateurs, taking off, doing my things. Had a couple of fights in here and there, working my way towards becoming pro or taking on bigger fights per se out of the amateur league.
Right.
But then unfortunately, between I got injured through that progress, which means slight setback. But hey, ain't nothing stopping me. So within that time, still while I was in the hospital and stuff, instead of just staying back and having nothing going on at all, I took that name I had and said, hey, I'm just keep this thing running. All those who've been supporting me, hey, just know that this kid's going to bounce back and come back one day. So then I decided to go ahead and just start making merch out of it. I started making hats.
I love that.
Beanies, just throw them out, put them on anyone's head. That was anyone around me, family, all that stuff. Just shooting for the stars, and maybe above.
Yeah.
I never knew where it's going to take me or how it actually works or how the business works or anything.
You just figuring it out. Figure it out as you go, right?
Yeah, that's the whole plan, bro. That was the plan, and still riding and going, bro. Every day's a learning process.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So you surround yourself by some super successful people, man. Tell me what that's been like. Like, how has that helped shape you, the last 5-6 years in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, to be quite frank with you, I mean, they say you are the success with the people that are around you. It's what creates a success about you. And I mean, if those who really knew me knew where I came from, Baltimore, baby, shout out. I mean, it ain't easy coming out of those streets and even making it out of Baltimore to try to do something else with your life, especially when it's a lot of fun to be in Baltimore in certain aspects of how you look at things. But I mean, again, moving and being with the people I've been surrounded with, just goal-driven people, passionate people, everyone in their own field, stays in their own lane kind of things, creates you peace of mind and motivates you to want to always just like wake up and do a little bit more better for yourself. You can't ask for the whole entire spectrum of it, but just as long as you could just wake up and try to be 1% better than you were yesterday, that's what like everyone around me did. And some people do call them the 1%, but I mean, I just say I look at it as people who wake up and try to be 1% better each day. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. I know you're a super humble guy, but I mean, for those out there that don't know you, don't follow you on social media, who are some of these people, these big entrepreneurs that you're following or really hanging and spending a lot of time with? Who are the guys that you're learning from the most, you would say?
I mean, it's just been a crazy cast. I mean, obviously, Jake Paul was one of the biggest ones who brought me into this light from
Right,
Vegas, coming to Calabasas, from Calabasas, moving all the way out, brought me all the way out to Puerto Rico. He was really the kind of man that put me around the scene to where I had to
right,
go and connect myself with others from those scenes and beyond who have shaped me to become the man I am
right,
today. I mean, even down to even my best friend. Nowadays, I'm doing business with him, working as his executive administrator, Josh Barch. I mean, guys in the stock world. I'm working with guys in the merch world. I'm talking and working with
right,
guys in the peptides world. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping myself involved in everyone's like little niche that they got going on, and somehow we
right,
find some ways to bounce back and help each other. So
right.
with that being said, it's
Definitely,
just
man.
like,
Dude,
yeah,
I gotta ask you though, how does somebody from the streets of Baltimore who's DJing, who's partying, and now what, 8, 9 years later, you're a completely different person all around for the better.
yes,
How do
sir.
you go from that to meeting Jake Paul and now being in close proximity, working with him, training with him, doing all that? How does that happen?
Bro, the real truth is take opportunities, man, and don't let any opportunity bring you down or don't think you can't do anything you can't. Because, I mean, before
Right,
I even left Baltimore, it was just honestly, it was a random move from someone that I knew that was following me on social media too, but I didn't know him personally, but he knew a lot of people in my circle. And he came
right,
out and gave me an opportunity and said, "Hey, bro, I could take you out to fucking LA. I mean, not LA, to Vegas.
yeah,
And that was when I was heavy in my DJing, and EDM was the hottest thing back then. If you could go out to Vegas and get a couple of the gigs,
yeah,
some of the clubs he mentioned, bro, you could take off. And that was my goal-driven passion to go out and be a big
right.
DJ. So
So
I took
that's how it started.
that's how it
And was that the
started, bro.
Graffiti Mansion where you started playing?
Graffiti Mansion, brother, working with
Right.
Izadi. I mean, they just
Yeah.
took me in, bro. Like literally, one day I was in Baltimore. That weekend, the
And the next
next
you're
day,
living at the Graffiti
I
Mansion. I
was
was like, what
living
is going on?
in the Graffiti Mansion, bro, working hand in hand with the man himself, Izadi, who was like took me under his wing, and his
Yeah.
network out there was quite huge at that time, especially for my
Right.
DJing career. And so, knowing me, I just kept plugging myself in over and over,
Right.
networking, meeting the right people, going to the right meetings, whatnot, sitting back, taking it in, listening, honing in the
Proximity, man.
humbleness, and just taking in what I could get into myself. And then eventually, as
Yeah.
I'm moving along, you start putting a little bit of those pieces back into the world. And then I just carried on
Right.
till one day I got the gig to go out and help out Jake Paul and design his birthday in Calabasas. And then let's just say the rest was
Right.
history after that, bro.
And one thing just led to another. So, man,
For sure.
uh, I hope you don't mind being vulnerable real quick. How successful were you before you had that opportunity to go out to Vegas and start living and working in the Graffiti Mansion? Like, were you up? Like, did you have the money to be able to just fly out there
Bro,
and figure things out? Or
I,
where were you at then?
I didn't have a fucking dime in my pocket, bro. I was
Same. When
living
I
on, I
started
was,
my company, I had $20 in my pocket.
bro, I'm telling you, like, I mean, people really have that mindset messed up, especially when you want to be an entrepreneur, be someone
Yeah.
that you choose you want to be. You have to build yourself up. No one ever
Yeah.
goes back to, like, a lot of people don't really think about, like, yo, there's got to be somewhere you start up with this. No one just like wakes up and it's like, I got a bunch of money in my fucking pocket. Nah, I got a business in this. Like, the first couple years of business or starting any businesses, bro, you're going down the drain in your pocket, bro. You're getting
Yep.
less sleep. The anxiety's up, man. You're figuring things out you've never figured out before. It's stressful as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I had nothing in my pocket. I think I remember I had to borrow some money from your ass to get out here, bro. I think you did actually help me out with my ticket. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
yeah,
so like, and to be honest, the reason why I did that is because I knew the passion that you had, and you wouldn't give up. You took advantage of every opportunity. I'm like, bro, this
hundred
is a great
percent.
opportunity. I can't let my friend not take advantage of this opportunity,
You
right? Like,
literally
and
invested in me,
honestly,
brother.
dude,
Literally
at the
invested in all my
time,
dreams.
I didn't need, it was my second year in business, and I had just invested in that bar in Fed Hill, which lost me $60,000 in four
Facts.
months. I was damn near down to broke again. And when you told me about that opportunity and just knowing the type of guy that you are, I'm like, man, if I got just enough money, even if it's my last dollar, I can't let him pass this opportunity up, man. Like,
100%.
I knew you were gonna make something of it, dude, and like you did quick, man. It was
Thank you, brother.
crazy to watch how quick you went from, I mean, being at the graffiti mansion around those people is really cool, but you just kept meeting their people and then those people's people and then just building that. It was all, I mean, dude, the proximity was just super motivational for me,
Absolutely.
man. Like, I'm like, man, I got to get around bigger, better people. And,
Absolutely.
it was super motivational to watch that,
Appreciate
transition
that,
for you,
brother.
man. Really,
Thank you, man.
definitely.
Yeah, man.
So boxing, dude,
Yeah, bro.
dude,
Boxing all
how did that happen?
you know, when we was back in Baltimore, I was not doing no boxing.
No, bro, I don't
I
even think
was,
you ever went to the gym.
bro. Only things I was picking up with bottles left and right, bro. I didn't do
Right.
not a damn thing, you know. But
Yeah.
bro, again, it all goes back being around surrounded. If you're surrounded around good people with good mentalities,
Yeah.
good routines, you're gonna fall into
Right.
some of those routines. And one of those routines became
Yeah.
boxing. After I
Yeah.
moved in with Jake Paul and his team, and that guy was even back then he was still in the boxing gym, man. He had a whole boxing gym in
Right.
his house, boxing ring outside, inside,
Right.
and I
I
mean,
remember
I
y'all
just
were going on runs around the whole neighborhood every single day. Like, I get,
literally,
you're right though. Like, the people you surround, if everybody you're surrounded with
yeah.
goes on runs and goes to the gym 2 times a day, that's what you end up doing, right? I'm assuming that's how it happened.
You can end up doing it, but do you choose to stay doing it? That's a difference, though. Some
Yeah.
people do start into it
Yeah.
and very highly motivated to get into it,
Right.
but then
Right.
it's like after a week or so, you're like, you get into that comfort zone where you're like, nah, man,
Yeah.
maybe this is not my thing, and then people fall
Yeah.
off, but not knowing that's the
Yeah.
point where you need to lock in more, and then you start
Yeah.
feeding and getting the benefits of the fruits out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, but so I just locked into that shit and start hitting the bag in there, not knowing what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, look at the African guy just punching the bag. And then like one day, Jake walks in the gym and say, "Yo, you look like you could actually do something with this, man." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, just keep it up, man. You never know where it'll take you." And that was all.
Right.
That was the most fire I needed right there. And I just
Right.
took it in with a grain of
Yeah, for
salt,
somebody like Jake Paul to say that to you, like,
for
it's
sure.
like, really? I could do something with this? Like, all right.
Exactly. Like I mean, to me, I was like the bottom feed of the house. Suits a massive house, bro. There's tons of
Right.
employees, like over 22 people working in the house, you know.
Right.
And it's just like, hey, bro, man, I just to get that little bit of advice was just enough to kick that fire
Yeah.
underneath my belt, switch everything over, and put the repertoire to my system, and just
That's
kept
so
running
cool,
with it, bro.
man.
And now here I am.
Right. Dude, I'll never forget. I remember the first time I saw you on TV at one of the fights. You were by the ring talking to Jake. And I'm just like, this is crazy, bro. Like, when he was in Baltimore, I never even heard of him going to the gym. And now he's sitting ringside at all these huge boxing events, man. It's crazy, bro. It's
Thank you,
really
bro.
great. That's why I was so excited to have you on here, because like your story is just, it's so motivational, man. I think more people really would love to know it and hear it and really figure out, like, man, how did this guy, get there,
Absolutely.
So what made you fall in love with boxing, other than Jake obviously being like, hey, man, you got something here? You got to have a passion to be able to put that kind of work that it takes to get into that.
For sure, for
What
sure.
was it for you?
I mean, at first it was just the fact that I got into a routine of exercising, and exercising to
Right,
me brought it a different perspective of how clear my mind was, how I moved, how I functioned, how I slept. I started liking
right,
that part of it, and also just
right,
making a commitment to something I didn't know, but
right.
that gave me a slight challenge. So I learned how not to be always comfortable, because sometimes when you get too comfortable, that's when shit starts to fall apart real quick, and we see
The
ourselves
greatest
go through
stuff is
those.
in the uncomfortableness.
Amen, brother. And he said we see ourselves go through those phases a lot. So I said, nah, I'm gonna just keep going with it, going with it. And to the point where we
Yeah,
moved to Puerto Rico, Jake started taking it even more seriously than ever. So I'm in the gym
yeah,
with him now every day, helping him get ready, prepping his gloves, prepping his shoes,
right,
the whole 9 yards of what it takes to be a great boxer. But I mean, I got
right,
to see everything from the ground up. Not just like I
right.
started boxing and then like
Everything that
actually
goes into it,
that
right,
goes into it, up to even like how you talk to people in the certain areas, how you talk to the
Right.
promoters, how you talk to the
Interviews, whatever.
interviews, all
Yeah.
that. I'm just sitting back and watching and zoning in. But I mean, it just built, and just the snowball just kept going and going, bro. And up to
Yeah.
the point where I was with Jake one point. I think this is after he's had a couple fights and we're living here in Puerto Rico. He gave me this opportunity. He said, "Bro, if you go get some amateur fights, maybe I'll put you on one of my cards or something of that nature. Like put me on a bigger
Right.
pedestal in the boxing field." I said,
Right.
"Fuck it, bro. I'm running it,
Say
bro."
no more.
I
Right.
say no more. I'm in the gym running with him, doing everything I got
Yep.
to do, bro. And then I had my first couple amateur fights here in Puerto Rico. The first
Yeah.
one, I went in, fucking won that shit, bro. I mean, Jake was there to support me on that one, which was quite surprising. But I mean, like that's a
That's
busy ass man.
amazing, dude.
That's a busy ass
Yeah.
dude. I mean, that just
I bet.
again it just shows them about the people you have around you that support you, that
Right.
show up there for you. Is what motivates
Yeah.
you to keep going, and
It
that's how
also
you build
tells
that.
the world something about him, right? He's got so many haters and people that call him a YouTuber that just had
Facts,
it handed
facts.
to him and stuff like that, right? From what I've learned about him just from your content and seeing how he moves around the people that he works with, man, like he's a really genuine dude, right?
Hundred
Like he's
percent,
not,
bro.
some cocky douchebag that people make him out to be,
Absolutely. I mean,
it's awesome, dude. It
when,
really
when
is.
when people don't know anything about you, they can say whatever they want to say,
Oh,
and that's
100%.
totally cool. But I mean, that's you just keep staying in your lane and doing what the hell you got to
Exactly.
do. And those are the people that end
Exactly.
up paying you, bro. For real, for real. Let the haters
Yep.
hate. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But yeah, man.
Yep.
Again, just surrounding myself around that kind of energy and people that are humble, that are good, that want
Yeah.
to make a change in the world, puts me in a place of
Right.
where I want to do better myself, so I can help in any way I can make a difference to the
Right.
world in my own way when I get the chance to, you know?
Yeah. Yep. 100%. So, I mean, it obviously hasn't been all uphill. Tell us about when things started to go south and how you were able to pull out of that.
I mean, it's like everyday life, man. There's little things here and there that come in, family debts or whatever, this and that may pull you out the system for a little bit. Also,
Right.
partying, get hit a new
Right.
lifestyle. It's like, oh my God, now the clubs, this is this, that. I get into the club for
Right.
free. Girls are everywhere. It's like booze and
Yeah.
drinking. You try to balance a
Right.
fun life with your determination of trying to be great as well. You just got to
Right.
find ways to fight yourself and get out of the darkness and put yourself in the light,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
again, it's always a roller coaster effect, man. It's always a roller coaster. There's
Yep.
never like everything just shoots uphill. That's the
Right.
truth.
No matter what it may look like on social media, right?
On God, people sometimes just like
Yeah.
I'll get some message like, "Yo, bro, you're doing so great, like this and that." About like, I wish I
And
could do this,
you're feeling so down, dude. I get that all the time. Like
bro.
people think I'm, worth 100 million, like living the high life. I'm like, bro, if you had any idea.
Bro, it's like if I wish I could sleep the hours you get to sleep, brother, before you ever tell
Yeah,
me that,
exactly.
But
Right.
again, we ride the road that we choose, and again, it's just like
Yeah.
I was just grateful to be where I was and the opportunities I got, and that those helped me
Yup.
mold me to who I am today. And bro, it's just you can't stop. That's the real truth. No matter what, you can't stop. Every time you get down, it's okay to go down. It's okay to be set back a little bit. But you got to remember,
Oh, for sure.
it's just a little bit of a break. Every time you come back, you're going to come back twice as strong and even better. We're all fucking
Yep.
humans, man. And we got to remember sometimes a setback does not mean you're going backwards. It just means you need some
Right.
time to reset, check the situation, and then get back on that fucking horse and ride, man. Everybody needs a little bit of a
Yeah.
break sometimes, a little like check. You know what I'm saying? Just get
Yep.
yourself back on that right grind for you to hit wherever God wants you to go. Because that's the
Dude,
only man who
definitely,
can tell
man.
you
Like,
what's deserving of your life.
right. I say it all the time that you can't fail unless you give up. Right?
100%.
Like it doesn't matter how high you go as far as level of success, right? Like it doesn't matter if you're a billionaire or you're worth 100,000 or whatever. You're always gonna have those ups and downs. You're always gonna have,
100%.
especially as an entrepreneur, you're gonna have those ups and downs. You're gonna have those sleepless nights. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was talking to a guy the other day on the podcast. The guy's probably worth about maybe 1.2, 1.3 billion. And he's like, man, last week I was up at 4 a.m. I couldn't go back to sleep, just thinking about the stuff. You know, this guy's got like a $15 million monthly marketing budget, right?
Damn.
Like, dude, the guy's doing it, right? And it just made me think, I'm like, man, like, this guy's a billionaire and he still has those same sleepless nights that anybody else has, you know,
Absolutely.
especially as an entrepreneur, because you got so many people counting on you. And then, you know, if you're surrounding yourself by those other people, you're also trying to, you know, prove to them like, hey, I can do it too. And, you know, especially when they put you in places to win, you
Mm-hmm.
want to show them that you're taking advantage of that, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you got to,
So
because if you don't, then I mean, you're wasting everybody's time. Nobody likes their time being wasted. You know what I'm saying? Time's
a
very
hundred
valuable.
percent, man.
You know.
100%, dude. So you're you ended up getting hurt
Yes.
at one point.
Yeah.
And that kind of put a halt to the boxing thing.
For
And you
sure.
mentioned a little bit earlier that's when you kind of started the clothing brand. But tell me about that. So you did a couple amateur fights,
Mm-hmm.
and then what happened when you got hurt? Like was that fighting?
Nah, I was fighting, but I mean, it wasn't fighting a real opponent. I was at a
Oh
wedding.
man.
I was at a wedding per se. I was in Italy at Logan Paul's wedding when he was wed.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, and let's say the cakes are not as sweet as you think they are. I ended up punching the cake at the wedding.
You punched a
I
cake at the
punched the
wedding.
cake at the wedding and ended up getting a blood infection in my hand. Had to, I was straight, went to the ER emergency room out there. I was stuck in the hospital out there, man, for about a week, and then had to
Oh
leave
my
there.
goodness. And this was where?
This was in Lake Como, Italy.
In Italy, that's right.
Yeah, I was stuck in the hospital in Italy for a week, then had to dip out of there and link up with Jake in like Amsterdam, and then fly from there straight to Orlando. And he's got a fight that I think that the next day or so, a fight event out there we had. And so as soon as I land,
Wow.
I had to boom straight go back to the hospital
Right.
again, get locked in the hospital again for
Wow.
like another week or so, week and a half out there, and had to have two surgeries in my hand to
Oh
get
my
it all right.
goodness.
Yeah, but yeah, that shit was
From
it was
punching a cake.
punching a cake, bro. Punching a
Was it a
cake.
diamond cake? Like what kind of cake was
No,
this?
so there was like a rod inside. It was one of those like tower cakes, whatever. There was like a little
Oh,
metal rod
right.
inside. But I mean, I was
Oh
slightly
God.
intoxicated too. But I mean, I didn't know any better at that moment. I thought I had this
Yeah.
cake, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Yeah. I would have thought so too, man.
that cake was doing its work, bro. I said that man been doing push-ups and sit-ups and running miles for days before he got up there. He said, "Yo, bop." He said he didn't even move. But I mean, I was out
Uh,
cold, bro. That shit took me out. Yeah, I got a cut
right.
in my hand, which got infected. That was the real deal.
Oh man. Oh, so you didn't break your hand.
No,
You
it
got
was
a
never
cut on
broken.
your hand and then that got infected.
I got a blood infection. Yeah,
Wow.
in a matter of
Dude, that's
hours,
talk
I
about
was,
unlucky, right?
bro. It was brutal, man. And yeah, but it was a trip that I'd never want to go down again, bro.
Yeah,
That shit
yeah.
was rough.
Did you catch a lot of shit from Jake and Logan and all the everybody that was there?
Surprisingly, everyone was just like glad I was alive. Everyone was really on my
Yeah.
side, like
Oh,
calling
dude,
left
a
and right,
blood
checking on
infection
me.
can kill you. Yeah.
Literally. I mean, even the first treatments I had when I got to the hospital in Italy, they were treating it as a broken hand. So instead, the
Right.
infection, they put a hard cast on my hand that night, not even knowing what it was. And so the infection
Oh,
started pushing through my
that made
whole
it
hand.
worse, right? Oh my
Bro,
goodness.
I was fucked. I was fucked, bro. So that's why I had to
Dude,
leave out
can
of
you
there in such a
imagine
blast.
if you were in like a third world country or something, right? Like with that doesn't have, you know, honestly, Italy doesn't have the best medical system, but like
Definitely not.
there's worse there's worse places, right? Like you
Absolutely.
probably could have died from a damn cake.
100%, bro. Like it's the smallest things in
Crazy.
life that will put you the frick down, bro.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
tiniest things you would never know, bro. But yeah, bro, that shit was real bad. But yeah,
Now
so
that how long ago was that? That was about a year ago?
yeah, roughly about a year and a half now or
Yeah,
so. But I mean, I've got it
I
all
got you.
well healed up. I've been back in the training mode, getting my
Right.
workouts in, going through the steps and processes again. But yeah, I'm maybe
Yeah.
looking to fight again in August if everything goes well.
Exciting, man.
Yes,
It's
sir.
July. That's next month, bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I've already been back in the gym,
Very cool.
Already been back doing
Very
my
cool.
thing.
Yeah, man. So the are you at a point where there was some good that came out of that whole experience? Like, everything happens for a reason type thing?
Absolutely, bro. Again, like I said, you got to keep going, kid. Words from my guy
Yeah.
Marcos Guerrero.
So it just made you more resilient.
Made me more resilient, made me more focused, bro. Like I'm saying, like what could really take you out of this world other than your beliefs and what you believe in your head? There's absolutely
Right.
nothing in this world that could stop me. Within that, I got the opportunity to start African Lightning brand, and that has
Right.
got me the opportunity to be even a better entrepreneur and businessman, which has led me to
Right.
other open doors to where I've even got a
Yes.
boxing. I'm creating a boxing app coming out soon called Blap. Stay on the lookout for
Very
that. You might
cool.
need to have me on your show again. We'll talk about that one.
Okay.
I'll be sending that
Definitely,
into you.
bro.
But I mean, I've
Oh
opened up
yeah.
other business ventures along the way within that small setback. So again, as I mentioned
Right.
earlier, a
It,
setback
it, it
doesn't
caused
mean
you to slow down on the
ex-
on the boxing thing and to focus on the
on
business.
exactly, bro.
Yeah, on other businesses. Right, dude. That's
Literally. That's why I said some setbacks, you look at them like, oh my God, like, oh yeah, I
right.
almost died, this and that. But then let's
Right.
look at the positives that come out of it. And it turns out to be
Yeah.
way more positive things that
Well,
have
that was a
happened.
choice, right? So you made the
Absolutely.
choice to turn that into a positive, right? Like most
That's true.
people that punch a cake and almost die are gonna are gonna are gonna sit in a hospital and feel bad and oh no, I'm stuck here and
Uh,
poor me and yada yada yada. I can't train, I can't box, I give up. What am I gonna do? And
yep.
instead you pivoted. You're like, hey, well, if I got to lay in this hospital bed, what can I do? What can I do to get ahead? What can I do to make some money? What can I do to, to move
Yeah.
bigger and better?
Absolutely, bro.
Dude, that's great, man. I mean, it was all you, bro. It's awesome, dude. That just shows the type of person that you become
Yes, sir.
is it's great to see, bro. I love it.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, friend. Again, remember it all started
Definitely.
somewhere, man. It's people like
Yeah.
you who motivate people in the world to get their shit together and keep moving. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
that's the
I,
same thing that happened to me, man. Like that's why I'm so relentless and big on helping people and educating people and putting people in
mhm.
the right positions to win because that's what happened to me, man. I was down to my last dollar. I was depressed as hell. I was heartbroken.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, down to my last $20. Like I was down. I was living in my little brother's basement, practically homeless. Like it was down. And somebody took a chance on me and was like,
Bro,
"Hey, I'll invest into you so you can start the business." I bought them out 6 months later, and here we are 9 years later.
shit. I was living
Like
in the
it's
closet.
it's
Remember
crazy,
right
bro.
before I moved out of Baltimore with Dustin, bro?
Yes,
In
bro.
a fucking
Yes, dude.
closet, bro. Like niggas,
Yeah, it was a
people,
big closet though. It was a big closet.
hey, it fit me inside, but I'm saying though, the
Yeah,
people don't know like
yeah,
what
yeah.
we've
People
all
don't
had to go.
realize.
People don't realize anyone's
Yeah,
past. So that's what we always remember to
yep,
treat everyone with respect and be humble to everyone. You know what
definitely.
I'm
No matter
saying?
what.
And no matter
Yep.
what, you never know anyone's background. You never know what everyone's going through each day. But the best you can
Yes.
do is just, hey, be humble, keep a smile on your face, and take it one day at
Yes.
a time, bro. Tomorrow's coming, and
Absolutely,
tomorrow's
man.
not promised, but tomorrow's still come. You know what I'm saying? So just
Right.
keep grinding, keep going, kid.
Definitely. Definitely, man. Exactly, dude. So you've got an app coming out. Say it again. Was it BRAP?
Blap, like it's like blap,
Blap.
like you're punching
BLAP.
the
Blap.
sound. Yeah,
I
yeah,
got you.
boxing.
I got
Yeah,
you. What else is you got working right now? You got obviously the African Lightning that's starting to blow up on social media. You got the app coming out. You got a fight possibly coming up next month.
yeah.
What else can you fit in there?
Hey man, I'm looking at the possible TV show thing I might get on. I'm waiting for the casting to call me back. It's gonna be
Very
based
cool.
around boxing fighting too. So I mean, hey, I'm just
Nice.
there's lots of things we can do while we're alive. So I mean,
Yeah.
wherever
Oh,
I get the
100%.
opportunity, I could fit it in. I'm plugging in myself, plug
Definitely.
myself into a bunch of different ventures per se. So
Definitely,
I'm
man.
I'm staying busy,
Definitely.
bro. I'm staying busy.
Yeah, I can see that. Dude, the last thing I want to know, man, um, has God played a part in your journey? Do you believe in God? Like, tell me a little bit about the spiritual side of Karl.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been a child of God since birth. You know what I'm saying? Born my
Right.
my parents' name, Mary and Joseph, go figure. Never missed a single
Really? I
Sunday of
didn't
church,
I didn't
bro.
know that.
Yeah, bro. Literally. So I mean, I was raised in a very spiritual home, Presbyterian, and I've
Right.
always believed in God. Always believed
Yeah.
in having a choice to choose good or bad. And that's the kind of
Right.
decisions I've always had to make in my life
Right.
and how I
It's
treated
your
people.
choice.
It's always everything's always a choice. And I've always just chose to be a good person, the best, because that's the
Yeah.
side of Jesus I
100%.
saw, the side of the Bible I saw, and I fucked with it hard. I was like, dude, the
Right.
cool things he's doing, the good things makes people happy, makes people joyful.
Yes.
I liked that. And I was like, hey, I want to
Yes.
mold myself in that kind of aspect.
Right.
But it doesn't say
Right.
that one day or two I may not be a sinner. But at the end of the
Right.
day, though, I choose to try to do
Yes.
more of the positive things that he did and
Right.
in my own way and try to take care of the
And that
world
was
the
always
best as I
treat
can.
people great. Yeah, 100%. Dude, that is one thing that, if you pass today, right,
Mhm.
one thing that everybody's going to remember about Karl is you treat every single person you come across like they're your best friend, like they're the
Literally.
best thing since sliced bread, with the biggest smile, the biggest hug, like,
Amen.
you know what I mean? Like, no matter who it is, right? And
Yes,
and that's
sir.
one thing that I've always admired about you is even when you were in your messed up days, you're living in a closet, you're drinking every night, you're, whatever, like it didn't matter who you came across, like,
Absolutely.
hey man, nice to meet you. Like, it's like you don't want nothing from them. You just want them to feel special. And
Amen.
and
That's
it's
it, brother.
it's great, man. It's great.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. That's who I am. I'm Karl, man.
I love it, man. Love it. Karl, thank you so much for hopping on. I know you're busy. You got a lot going on. Can't wait to have you back on so we can hear about this app, hear about your fight coming up.
Yes,
Keep killing
sir.
it, brother.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. Thanks for having me, man. Keep going, bro. I appreciate you,
Absolutely.
man.
Same here, brother. Love you, man.
Love you too, G.